Say, goddamn. You said, all right. I said, let's do a podcast. Let's sit down. Let's get a coffee. Let's just talk about 1, 2, 3, 4. Coffee with a Sam. Got a little podcast. Grab yourself a little coffee and a podcast.
Yo, what's happening? My gang, my guys, my girls, my people in between. We are live. It is Wednesday. Stimulation freaks, get your coffees on. Cheers to the middle of the week. 3 coffees in like normal. I want to drink that much coffee. I want to feel like an outer body experience. That's what happens when I'm on this podcast, guys. So right now, when you're listening to me, I am having an outer body experience. That's how much coffee I drink. Oh, if you're new to the podcast, when you hear a break or a gulp, then that's me taking on some more coffee, some more of my power juice, some more of my chit-chat fluid. Yeah. I want to drink that much that I feel like a ghost. Woo, like a ghost. How are we all, guys? How are we? I hope we're feeling good. The sun's shining again. Anyone else in the UK or in America or any other country? Oh, America, no, you guys are annoying. You're just getting hot, sunny weather. We're getting like rain here, and then sun, and then rain, and then sun. 1 minute I've got the window open, next minute I've got the window closed. Next minute I've got the window open, next minute I've got the window closed. That's when I'm driving, by the way. Next minute it's raining, next minute it's sun. Next minute I'm outside the pub and I'm drinking. Next minute I'm swimming outside the pub and I'm soaking wet. I get it. It's April/May. We get those April showers. I understand it, but right now, the sun is shining. I've got a fresh trim for you guys today. Now, I've embraced my grey, guys. I know, I'm 30 next month. My barber was like, what do you want? I was like, bro, I'm 30 next month. I'm going to embrace the grey. So what I used to get, guys, I used to get a fade. And I used to say, fade it out. And he'd be like, Sam, I can't fade it any higher, mate, because you're going to end up with just a piece of hair on top. But during lockdown, it's been quite weird. Since I dyed it and during lockdown, even the top has got like bits of grey in it. And I've got like this mousy brown effect going on now. And the sides are just hella grey. Big shout out to my grey people out there. And I was just like, you know what? I'm embracing it. And my mum was fully white. You saw her on the podcast how she's got that cool white hair though. If you haven't watched that podcast, go back and watch the episode with Mama Thompson. It is fire. Fire. Sam, don't ever do that again. She's got wicked white hair. Now, me, my brother and sister, we got stuck with this horrible salt and peppery bitty grey hair. But I've been blessed with the top has gone really nice. And you probably can't see it on the camera. I don't know. I'm going to show you guys. It's gone pretty nice. So yeah, I said, let's embrace it. Let's embrace the grey. 30 next month. I know I don't look 30, guys. I'm still beautiful. Still one hell of a handsome man. 30, I know. So I said, let's embrace it. And he's done pretty well. I've gone with this like thicker on top look and embraced the grey. Grey all down the side. And if you're a cheerleader, you listen to this podcast, then you're going to see me this weekend with the fresh trim is it this weekend? Oh no, next weekend for the Super Cyber Series. If you're new to the podcast, yeah, I'm an ex-cheerleader and I'm a cheerleading announcer, cheerleading coach, cheerleading education. Get over it. And big shout, actually, I said ghost at the beginning of this about I want to drink so much coffee, I want to feel like a ghost. But if you're a cheerleader, you know what's been going on this weekend and this week's finished today is the cheerleading world championships are still going on in America. Now, it's horrible because the rest of the world are not there. We say it's not the world championships, but you know what? Good on America for getting these championships back on and back up and running. And big shout out to Ghost Recon of the California All-Stars, a team that I hold dear to my heart because I got a silver medal with them 2 years ago. It's 2 years. I cannot believe it. 2 years ago. 2 years ago, 2019. So the last time the World Championships happened, I've only just been dethroned as the silver medalist. But they went and got the team's Ghost Recon's first ever gold medal. That team now has 2 silvers and a gold. I think they may have a bronze. But some of my friends on that team that deserve that gold medal went and got that gold medal. So amazing. That's the end of the cheerleading chat. I'm sorry because it's not all just cheerleaders on this podcast. But congratulations, Ghost Recon. From the Bay, from the West Coast, bringing that goal back to Cali Bay area. Congratulations to you guys. Yeah, weather's shining, stimulated, fresh trim. I feel good to be here. I even put a shirt on for you guys. Like, it's early. It's early on a Wednesday, and I've got a shirt on for you guys. Did anyone see the boxing this weekend? I know I try and save the UFC and stuff for... I was a bit squeaky there. The boxing. I know I try and save that for the Freezer Party podcast. If you don't follow my other podcast, Freeze a Party, at Freezer Party, number 3, S-A Party. Why? Because I gotta. And that's all UFC, MMA, boxing, fight, sport, different sports, so just not cheerleading, sports podcast with 2 of my best mates, and it's a bit more of comedy, to be honest. We are pretty funny. We went into it for sport, and I tell you what, we're pretty funny. So go and check it out. Freeze Party podcast. But the boxing, did you see it the weekend? Canelo versus Billy Joe. Is that how you say it? Billy Joe Saunders. Yeah. It finished with a broken eye socket. No fighter wants to go that way. No fighter wants to go out that way. Broken eye socket. His team threw the towel in. Didn't come out for the next round. I feel for you guy, man. Like, getting all that prep, then not even finishing the fight where you've given up or where you've beat someone. Or I think many fighters would rather just get knocked out. I'd rather get knocked out than finish with a broken eye socket, and that's what finishes the fight, because that's not proving your toughness. That's someone else throwing it in because your eye socket's gone. Sorry, it's taking some more freak juice. Some more stimulation for the nation. Bit more coffee. Outer world, outer body experience right about now. The UFC, guys, as well. I was a bit gutted because Cowboy just keeps coming out. And I'm sorry if you're not fight fans, but just get through this section. You've got it. I believe in you. Cowboy is a legend in the sport and just keeps coming out and getting beat up. And I hate to see it, like, because you're a legend. I'm one of your biggest fans. Now, against McGregor, it was a bit more convincing to why you got beat up, because McGregor came out very, very viciously. But this last fight was slow. It was boring. And you got beat up in the first round. It was not good. But Dana says he's dropping to 170. So let's see if he's any better at 155. He's going to 155. Let's see if he's any better out there. He said he doesn't want to finish the sport like that. So let's hope he drops a few pounds and he is better at that weight class. So we don't see any more. It's not even disappointing. He's just getting older now. And the fighting game has moved on a bit, I feel. And yeah, I just feel like you've got to know when you're done. And I get it, you get a few more paychecks, you get a bit more money in the bank. But please, man, Cowboy, you've got a legacy. You've got a legacy, and I love your legacy. And it's the same with McGregor, man. If he loses to Poirier, I hope he just says, I'm done. Because I love him. But if his legacy just keeps losing and losing and losing, I don't care about the money. I know he cares about the money, but that legacy, leave it. Don't leave the sport with your legacy in tatters. Someone's legacy that isn't broken, though, is mine, guys. And I'm sorry, I wasn't that excited on the last podcast because I had a guest in. 2,000 downloads. We're now way over 2,000. We're now way over 2,200 downloads since that episode aired. But I didn't give you guys enough of my, how happy and excited I was. So I'm saying it again. Thank you so much for us breaking the 200,000 download. And I say we because my boys are part of this. The At Three's a Party podcast all counts. It's all part of this hub, the Coffee with Sam podcast. That's a spin-off show. I don't know if you want to call it the coffee shop, the coffee shack, the coffee, I don't know, send some in, Sam. Send in to to the Coffee with Sam podcast at gmail.com. Send them names into what you think the umbrella could be called. At the moment, it's just a spin-off show at Three's a Party. That's all it is, at Three's a Party, because there's not just coffee, there's alcohol involved, and there's three of us there, and we have a big fat old party. If you think we call it the Coffee Shack or something like that. But yeah, I say we because they have been involved in how many downloads we've had, and I thank them for that. I thank you for it. I do thank the YouTube viewers. I thank the YouTube viewers for the views we get. Everyone that is viewing, thank you. I'm so negative about the YouTube viewers because they've gone down from 400 to 300 to 200 to 100 to 12. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not hiding any stats here, guys. But that 12, thank you. I thank you. I thank you so much. And if you were a YouTube viewer and now you're an audio listener, I thank you for not giving me a YouTube view, but giving me an audio one. There's too much negativity behind that, and I'm sorry, guys. I let that get to me, and I let you guys feel it. But thank you. We are looking at coming away from YouTube, though, and just giving the audio listeners everything and our full care and attention. That being said, this is it, guys. This episode is the launch of the Coffee with Sam, the Three's a Party podcast Patreon website. Okay, we've now launched a Patreon website. And if you don't know what that is, it's how you guys can help support me and the boys do what we do. Without you guys, this cannot happen. Okay, now without the Patreon, it definitely can't happen because we get a few squid, okay, from your subscription. So it's a subscription service, £3 a month. £3 a month. Now, I'm not that brainy to work out. I could use a calculator. Brainy to work out what that is per day, per week, but £3 a month. That is to help pay for the coffee that I drink whilst getting stimulated and talking to you guys, or the coffee or the alcohol we drink on the Three's a Party podcast, or that just pays something towards the running of this studio, which costs thousands, or a pay-per-view, guys, when we have to watch the pay-per-view to be able to talk about the fighting. It's just a small subscription service where you guys can say thank you to us for delivering the content we do. And the more subscribers we get, the more people we get listening and downloading, and subscribers, we get a few squid from it, a couple of squid in the at Freezer Party at the Coffee with Sam podcast account, and that means we can get better guests in. So the more patrons we get, we can fly guests in, we can get guests to travel down, we can use the funding to get more higher profile guests in. Okay, and I just think how good the content's been with my friends and my family who have told me about guests, and we've got guests in that I don't know. Imagine getting film stars in, music stars that you guys want to hear and see and listen to. Now this Patreon account is gonna help that. It's gonna help better content, it's gonna help better conversation, it's gonna help better viewing and listening for you guys. You get to hear then from the industries, any industry that leading's best industry. I have connections with many awesome people, but it just costs to get those people. So we have launched this Patreon. It's not pastron. It's not pastry. I've got food on the brain, guys. We've launched this Patreon to boost this podcast, and it's £3, guys. It's £3 a month. £3 a month. That's it for what I give you. I give you 4 Coffee with Sam podcasts a month. 4. I give you minimum. We give you minimum 1 at Three's a Party podcast, and at the moment you're getting 2 or 3 a month, but 1. Which is going to go to 2. We're going to do a party, actually Three's a Party, where we just get trashed. We just be ourselves and we bring you comedy content, and then we are going to bring you a second one which is about the fights and the fight news and the UFC. Now £3, that's like it's less than a Costa. I can't even say Costa, can I? It's less than a coffee in an expensive coffee place that you'll go to. It's less than a pint of beer. It's less than a vodka Coke at a bar. Less than a vodka Coke at a bar, man. £3 a month to help us out. You're listening, you're watching. Why not just help us out. Now the tiers will change. We'll add some tiers in where you guys can become producers of the podcast. You can have your ideas and I have to follow your ideas because you are a paying producer of the podcast. But those tiers are not just come. We've got one tier at the moment on our Patreon, and it is at www.patreon, Patreon, so it's not spelled like the normal Patreon. So www.patreon.com/Coffee with Sam. That's it, Coffee with Sam. So www.patreon, spelled Patreon/Coffee with Sam. Now, guys, the people who are going to go on there and you are going to subscribe, I'm going to love you forever. And the content you get on there, you get ad-free. So if you're listening to this podcast now on Apple, Spotify, Google, or watching it on YouTube, you are going to have annoying ads that keep jumping in. You're going to have ads that keep getting in the way. Not just YouTube ads. You're going to have my ads on the I'm sorry to my sponsors. On Google, on Spotify, on Apple. You're going to have ads that keep getting involved. They keep jumping in. As the content gets amazing, they're going to jump in. Patreon, no ads. Episodes straight through, guys. No ads in there. And also bonus patron special. So if you are a patron, only you will see, listen and hear to some extra content that's going to be on there. So you patrons will get ad-free and also bonus episodes once a month that no one else will hear or see. So excited about telling you about that, guys. And it's been a lot of work in the making, but it gives you guys a platform to say thank you for what me and what the boys are doing, and it also gives you guys a chance to elevate this podcast. Okay, this is the next step for doing what we're doing. Over 2,000 downloads later, we need to take that step, and you guys can be at the forefront for forcing this podcast to the skies. So, how's your week been, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between? How's your week been? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Mine's been great. Mine's been fan-dabba-dozy. I've had some problems with my mortgage and some... Has anyone here ever got a mortgage? Oh my God. I'm at the end where I'm like, do I even want a mortgage? Like... It's just paperwork and paperwork. And did you read that? Did you read this? Can you sign this? Can you sign that? Can you pick a bit? But we get a house in 7 weeks. We get a house in 7 weeks. And that means, guys, you know what that means for you guys, for the listeners, for the viewers? You know what it means for you? It means we get a new studio. Ooh! So I will be building a fresh new studio in the new pad, guys. Fresh new studio in the new pad. So you're going to get... We already have special guests lined up for the freezer party and for Coffee with Sam. We have very special guests lined up, which can't happen without you guys and can't happen without the Patreon. So get subscribing on that Patreon. Help us out. Let us know. At Freezer Party Podcast at gmail.com. There's loads of sorry, Freezer Party Podcast, the word three, the letter 3. Too many coffees. Jeez, too many coffees. Why did I say jeez as well? That's what kids say. Yeah, that's what. Oh my God, Sam, you're 30 next week. Grow up. 3's a party. The number 3. SA party. Why? Because I gotta. 3's a party at gmail.com. Let me know what you guys want to see on that, or who you want to hear from, or if you've even subscribed and you're now a paying patron of the Freezer Party, let us know. Then also Coffee with Sam at gmail.com. Let me know your support. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you want to see on the podcast. Oh my God, that's been an overload. Nice, short, sharp thank you to you guys. That's what this is. It's a big thank you for the 2,000 downloads. I know I keep going on about it, but all I've done is when I've met people this week is speak about it. Speak about how many downloads we've had. than the Patreon, guys. www.patreon.com/coffee with Sam. That's where you get me. That's where you get Freezer Party. That's where you get episodes without ads. That's where you get fresh bonus special episodes. Now, well, Sam, it's a launch. What are you going to do for it? You know what I'm going to do for it. So, me and the boys filmed a Threes a Party special for the 2,000 downloads. And that one is only going to be exclusive for Patreon subscribers. Okay? So, if you want to get me and the boys for over an hour, bringing you a bonus. And trust me, guys, it got a little bit twisted. I got a little bit drunk. The boys came for me. It got a little bit stupid. Yeah. If you just want to see me hella drunk, then you want to subscribe to the Patreon. www.patreon.com/coffee with Sam, and you get the first, boom, you subscribe on there, guys, and you get a bonus episode straight away as a thank you for subscribing and a thank you for viewing and downloading this podcast. Guys, I've been Coffee with Sam. This has been a What's Up Wednesday. This has been a big thank you to my stimulation freaks out there. I'll be back next week with a very special guest on the Coffee with Sam podcast, guys. Stay stimulated. Stay weird.
Coffee with the Sam. Got a little podcast. Grab yourself a little coffee and a podcast.